Hi, folks. Welcome to a very special edition of Diplomacy Cast. On Memorial Day weekend, David Hood ran virtual Dixiecon, an event that had 80 players from all over the world participating in 20 games of diplomacy in one day. There were 11 boards in the morning and 9 in the evening. The game that follows comes from the evening round. I had to drop out a little bit after midnight, but thankfully we had a special guest come in to finish up the broadcast. I'm Chris Martin, and I'll stab you soon.
Here we have Chris Barfield, longtime player in Austria, Ariel Mendez-Penate, in England, he was a Bay Area player. The famous, the one and only, the John Jamieson in France. Germany is Zac Mrostros. Italy is former world champion and provocateur Chris Barfield. Russia is Tanya Gill, who was on the show earlier and is an up-and-coming young player. Turkey is Yaroslav Bartko. And
I mean, it's fair to say that she used to be a young player, but now she's just an up-and-coming player.
Ooh, okay.
You know, once you get your law degree, I think you've moved ahead from that sort of,
Chris, we don't talk about a lady's age. It's not polite.
Or her degree, maybe.
everyone seems younger and younger to me now. So
no, we talk about the law degree. That's a fantastic accomplishment. But
esteemed law student Tanya Gill, is that better?
Exactly.
Okay, so what do we have here? Siobhan, I believe it's your turn.
I think it is, and a lot of this, as I'm looking around, is fairly vanilla. France supports himself to Burgundy. I mean, that's not all that shocking, is it?
It's the first Maginot we've seen today, isn't it?
It is the first Maginot that we have seen today. England's moves are fairly vanilla.
Yeah.
Russia does everything they're supposed to do. Turkey does everything they normally do. Austria does everything they normally do. It's a very standard Italian opening without peeving anyone off.
I didn't realize Smyrna could go to Cannes. Is this a thing?
Might be the second time we've seen it today.
I know that you in Chicago, Brandon, don't imagine that that's a possibility.
There's a reporter there.
All right, let's move ahead to fall of 1901, and we have wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Convince
All right, Chris.
Serbia. Okay, go ahead, Chris. Yeah.
Tell us why this is a suboptimal set of moves from Austria.
Help yourself. Put on your mask before you help the person next to you. Because, okay, he gets run in on with Trieste. Fine. But if he forces Greece, then he recovers by building. Now he's even. And in a much worse spot. Sure, he can retake Trieste, and it might not work out for Italy. But wow, what a gift to Russia and Turkey, who weren't looking to work together previously.
I don't think they were.
Presumably, to give Austria the benefit of the doubt here, I could imagine a Russia saying, I will bounce Turkey in black, and therefore I need the support into Romania.
That sounds like a you problem, Russia.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I would say. Like, not my problem.
Yeah, and now, but also, I guess on the other hand, if Austria was supporting the fleet into Romania, maybe I could see it, but still, better to have your own army in Budapest than take a chance on Russia following through. Okay, what about elsewhere? We've got,
okay.
We have Ruhr covering Munich. Oh, but there wasn't in Burgundy.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So, someone's listening to Chris say, cover Munich more often. Well done, everyone, for tuning into the broadcast. Nobody gets Belgium, right? Because it's a convoy, not a sport, of course.
Chris Barfield, please don't comment on your boards here.
Oh, yeah. No spoilers, please.
Thank you.
We love having you here, but...
Otherwise,
bounce in Sweden, which is becoming less common, at least in face-to-face play.
Yeah, but we've seen it 2 or 3 boards in a row now.
Yeah, we've seen it quite a bit this day.
Yeah, it's all good. Thank you, Chris Barfield.
You're all good, Chris. We love you.
All right, so let's see spills.
There we go.
Standard. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
2 armies and an army in Liverpool.
Ariel, we are going to need to talk.
I'd like you to look at Diplomacy Academy on. No, I'm kidding. He's learning every day. Boy, if he never makes the same mistake twice, he's going to go amazing.
No, he has learned every day, and he is actually quite a strong player from the things I've seen from him.
We've seen him do some impressive stuff, and this will not go in that file.
Ariel, shoot me a message tomorrow. We'll talk.
This could be made to work. Okay.
Right.
Germany built 2 armies. Right.
Yeah.
France doesn't necessarily want to pick a fight with England. Oh, it's John Jamieson. Never mind. He's going to North Africa. So England doesn't have to worry about him.
No, John Jamieson is doing everything he can to get to North Africa as soon as he possibly can.
So that's surprising he didn't go there and follow on, really.
Yeah, Chris Brand in Italy doing what Chris Brand does in Italy. This was the I had words for Ariel build in Liverpool.
Yes, that's right. The Liverpool build. Thank you.
So that's what I'm going to call this board now, is the I have words for Ariel build in Liverpool board.
All right, I believe it's my turn. So we have Italy letting his army get popped, which is really nice for Austria, although he's got Russia coming in behind. So the long-term situation here for Austria is not great, but he may have a friend, and certainly is hurting Italy in the process. In the north, we've got Germany and England working together. Russia making a bit of a bold move. Now has 2 units on Berlin. So there'll be some guessing here. If you can get France to work with him, we'll have options. And France goes to the Atlantic here from Brest rather than Portugal. This is a bit of a curious move here. You would, yeah, but you would think that if no one was going to the Channel, much rather do it that way. Okay, Siobhan, take it away. Fall 1902.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I wasn't actually paying any attention to the conversation we were having. Ariel, okay,
work.
Gets Holland out of it, and France takes Belgium, and all right, it's not the worst thing. I had words, but it's actually kind of working for Ariel. I'm looking over here. Okay, Italy takes Trieste back because it was his. Gets to Albania. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of who's working with who in the East is what I'm trying to figure out.
Russia's helping Italy.
Russia's helping Italy.
Turkey's helping himself.
Turkey's helping himself, but not really anti anyone. Italy is anti.
Forced Romania.
Yeah.
And convoyed to Greece.
Okay, so Turkey is anti-Russia. Russia is at least quasi-anti-Austria. Italy is definitely anti-Austria.
Yeah.
I think if you're Italy here,
I think Tanya kind of out-clevered herself a little bit in the north instead of just supporting. I mean, she said, okay, he's going to support himself to Berlin. Maybe I can sneak behind him into Kiel. But no joy.
Yeah, she didn't have a lot of great tactical options. Now she does.
Yep, she's in Prussia. She will.
But she is pulling a unit, I believe. No, she picks up Budapest, so she's even.
Yeah.
So my guess is that having to choose between Italy and Austria here, she chooses Italy because Italy can potentially help her against Turkey. Austria cannot. So.
Turkey's +2. That's a great Turkish position.
Yeah. Okay, here we got 2 army builds.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah, no worries about Italy sneaking in the back door here.
Italy's picking a fight with Austria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's keep going here. This is Chris Martin's turn, and now we have a fleet Liverpool.
Day late and $1 short.
And an army. Even though we still have 2 armies on the island. Maybe this will be a game-long feature. Always have 2 armies on the island. Chris, what happens here?
Successful convoy to Denmark. It's great. Heads out to the North Atlantic Ocean, arguing, hey, France, not really anti-you. Let's work together. I'll support you into Ruhr. And he does. Tanya walks everything back from Germany and correctly foils the capture of Sèvres for a season. That won't last. Turkey's position continues to improve. Austria on his last legs here. Yeah, I'll take Turkey all day here. France is too passive.
And
John Jamieson. Oh, John.
Oh, John.
Yet another chance to move to North Africa passed up, John.
Why? There's no reason to leave Portugal there, yeah? I mean, none whatsoever, unless you just don't want to scare anybody.
Well, if you want Italy to keep doing what he's doing so that he can, in theory, maybe fight Turkey a little bit, then you don't want to spook him. I might move to the Spain South Coast here anyway on GP.
This is a real alliance, a real draw-based kind of game for him, isn't it? He's not looking to get big here or go for a solo. This is a plan that gets him to a draw.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're France, are you looking at this board and you're thinking, oh, ho, ho, this is my chance to solo this round? Probably not. England's doing too well.
Probably not.
Germany's got too many people going on.
Yeah. With England and Turkey doing well, nobody's they're the only ones who have a chance to solo in the end. Yeah. Okay, let us keep going here. It is, I believe, my turn. Mm-hmm. Here we have Turkey getting away with it, with everything. Gets Serbia, keeps everything, leaves Greece open without difficulty. This is very savvy play from Yaroslav Bartko. I think a lot of Turkeys would be nervous to leave Greece open here, despite the fact that the Austrian fleet in Apulia ties up both of these fleets for. But he gets away with it, man. So he's got another 2 builds. He's popping 2 more down here.
Yeah.
And Tanya will get a rebuild because she picks up Sweden.
Tanya, no spoilers in the comments.
Yeah. She didn't relive it so soon after it happened. Yeah.
This is a stunning move here for me.
Yes.
That's just thinking that he's going to get a step while Tanya's doing something else. Ariel just optimistic. And North Atlantic Ocean holds. Okay, fine. It's disincentivizing France from coming after you a little bit.
I mean, as long as Jameson's keeping these 2 fleets here, you kind of have to watch your back door, right?
And that is, I don't know that I'd take the other army off the island in those circumstances, but there you go.
But okay.
So, but I believe he stays even because he picked up Denmark. So, and in all fairness, he can recapture Sweden right away here. Jamieson gets a build here in Munich. So let's see, Siobhan, give us a build analysis.
He's up. Is it just the one?
He waves it.
He waves the build.
Oh shit! He waves it. Okay. You know what? With the lack of movement from the fleets, it doesn't actually shock me that he's waving it. He's chugging along. He's picking up his builds. Maybe he'll pick up another next year, and everyone will forget that he then gets 2, which is, I think, kind of a delightful place that John would like to be in.
World champion Chris Brand defends the Mediterranean by force of personality.
Force of personality, which is really Chris Brand's style. So
it is worth pointing out, there have now been fleets in Mid-Atlantic and the Aegean for several consecutive turns, and neither have gone to Western Med or.
And Turkey's not building fleets, France is not moving fleets into the Med, Italy is not fleet heavy. Let's talk about the lack of fleets down there.
All right, was that 2 years on this guy?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, right, 1903. All right, let's change pace a little bit here. We'll bring in a special guest, and then we'll talk to him for a little bit, and then we'll get him to do some speed reading.
A second while you do that.
Chris, we'll see you in a bit. Let us welcome to the live stream Mr. Matt Shields. Welcome, Matt Shields.
The one.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Matt, I don't know your credentials, so you're going to have to tell him.
I have absolutely no credentials.
Are you? Wait, you're a member of the second.
I'm just some guy that Siobhan found in the YouTube comments.
Well done.
He sounded interesting.
Out in the wilderness of Oregon, correct?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Portland. Yeah.
All right, Matt, you've won a tournament recently back in Montana, besting Siobhan and me. I think we were the 2nd and 3rd place players.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we were 2nd and 3rd.
Am I right that you placed 2nd at a recent DipCon?
Did I place 2nd? I remember placing 3rd. Was I 2nd? I feel like I was third.
Matt
Okay.
was third 2017 to Brandon's second, I think.
Oh, at Carnage.
The Carnage
Yeah.
Dixiecon.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Okay. Oh, I thought someone had told me that at the past DipCon in September in Seattle, you placed second, but I guess not.
No, Matt was.
No, I was TDing in that tournament.
Oh, very good. So you got stabbed by everybody then.
Exactly. Yeah.
Matt, so you played this. Sorry, how's it going? First of all, tell us about.
It's going great. Going great, actually. This has been fun. I've been sort of watching you guys off and on all day. So this is a fun thing. This is something we should try to do more often. Actually, I like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna hope to. You played this morning, correct?
No, I've not. No. I'm just. I'm a professional audience member today.
Oh, nice, fantastic. Well, do you want to give us some? Want to do some speed reading with us?
Yeah, we can do that.
Dr. Gill, I believe she prefers.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good.
A
So
Turkey.
we were impressed with Turkey's play here, and we liked a lot of what Turkey was doing here. Okay, let's move forward. Whose turn is it here?
I think Siobhan.
Think mine? Yeah.
Siobhan, take it.
All
through.
right. We were. Don't hate the Turkish moves here. You've got an Italian friend. You're killing the Russian. Okay. We can make. Don't love that the Italian is moving to the Ionian in the midst of this. But. Okay.
A little conservative from the Turk here. You could try to take a shot at Ukraine here.
Yeah. I don't hate the moves. I think that they were very, very strong when they happened. It's possible that they're mitigating some board anxiety of being a board leader suddenly. Like, oh, we didn't see you earlier, and now you're here. I've definitely been caught in that in the past, and this was a time not to play so conservatively, I think.
Did we miss a fleet Venice build? No, the Venice fleet is already there. Okay.
He had to capture. He had to defend against Austria. That's how he finished Austria in Venice.
Okay. England and France just mop up Germany.
Yeah, great French moves, John. Fantastic. I think that the move to the Ionian is predicated by John Jamieson's long-standing policy of not leaving the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
There have been, if he was in Spain, that Naples goes to the Tyrrhenian Sea, but because he hasn't, Italy's like, hey, I can defend against Turkey being perfidious. Yep.
Chris Kelly, I see you in the comments. I know I have bagged on that Army Liverpool build so much, and I get that it didn't hurt England as much as I thought it would. Still, it was a terrible idea.
Okay, fall of 1904. Chris Martin, you're up.
I actually have to push my game, so Siobhan, you go again.
I will go again. John Jamieson moves Portugal and MAO for the first time to just roll in on Ariel, who has nothing that he can do.
And takes Holland and Kiel.
Holland takes Kiel, is in Irish.
This is a massive stat. The second that Ariel moved Norwegian away, now North Atlantic away.
Yep.
John, that's beautiful.
Turkey as well gains Moscow, moves to Galicia. Great position here for Turkey. And
signs over Greece and Aegean indicate. I'm not familiar with that symbol.
some sort of awkward support order.
I think they might have meant to support each other.
I'm sorry, those might be convoy orders, actually, with their dashes.
But nothing's so whatever it is, it doesn't appear to have mattered.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
Turkey, A+, Yaroslav, I don't know you. Loving what I'm seeing. I gave you a little bit of crap for being a little too conservative last turn. Love that I'm seeing movement. Keep it up. I'm loving the IT.
Well, let's be clear here. I mean, there is no chance of strife between them unless they want John Jamieson to solo. So this looks like FIT to me to the end with a big capital R.
Yeah, this is absolutely just angling for a three-way.
Army build down here. Interesting.
What else do you want to do? Put a fleet down there?
Well,
Yes. I guess.
He's got a strong player in Italy with 3 fleets sitting right here.
reads to me like they've already agreed on a draw. This reads to me like they've agreed on an end game. And they're just going to get there now. Fleet Brest, yeah, man, no fleet in Marseille. If I'm Italy, I'm like chomp, chomp, chomp. Tyrrhenian Sea, Western Med.
I mean, why wouldn't you here?
And then because your armies, and that's great for Turkey, right? Because now Italy's going to throw all their armies that way, and if Turkey gets the opportunity to take a step. Interesting disband from Tanya, keeping Baltic, Norway, and Warsaw.
I like it. Her chances of survival, I think, are with Scandinavian dots in the north.
Yeah, not impossible. She talks England into convoying her over to England to right? Norwegian, Norway to Yorkshire. That would be, I'd take that.
Ariel, I hope you listened to that advice 2 hours
He's
after.
far more likely that he will support himself to Norway, right? Allowing her to get back to St. Petersburg.
No spoilers in the comments.
Yeah, no spoilers.
But Ariel, that's what happened.
Here we go. 1905. Chris, I believe this is you. Yep.
Yep. Okay. So forks on out to the English Channel. Does not. He walks back to Denmark with Russian support. Okay. So this is all agreed upon. Supporting himself back, supporting Tanya to St. Pete. So there you go. Italy does not. Oh, look at the Tyrrhenian Sea. Yeah. Hey, you remember how in the World Dixiecon, how France and Italy always got along really well? Yeah. Very tasty. Very tasty.
Anything to worry about here? Actually, I mean, this is fairly passive on France's part. He was clearly worried about the Italian threat.
The real problem here is that England has a lot of stuff to cover, and has not a lot of chances to get it covered. If I was, there's I'm interested in seeing it in the fall before I make any decisions here.
Yeah, same.
But the double support to English Channel, I mean, this is a waste of a unit. One of these.
No, Irish Sea could have been cut. You want to force it.
Irish could have been cut.
Irish Sea could have just gone to Liverpool.
Yeah. We're taking a guess up here or something.
It seems overly cautious for John Jamieson, is what I will say.
Especially given the fireworks.
Jamieson does not go to North Africa. Oh, no, sorry, I got to stay.
I mean, he could have gone to North Africa here, is all I am saying.
And then, so one more tidbit on this. We've got.
He's covering Serbia. That's it.
Yeah, let's finish this here.
Inch.
All right, Siobhan, what do you say?
Okay, so he forces NAO. He does get into London. Oh, John. All right. I see you there.
Takes a dumb chance.
Ariel just pulls everything back. Tanya picks up
Ariel!
dots.
No!
Oh.
Ariel.
Wow.
You know what? I've given Ariel a little bit too much grief. Chris, this one's yours.
Okay, so look. You're defending against France, and you got to cover some backs. You want Russia to come on board and help you. That's great. These are good ideas. When you guarantee that your convoy to Yorkshire is going to work because it can't be stopped, you're guaranteeing that the move to Baltic to Denmark is going to work. And that means you're going to have a disband no matter what. Okay, you're like, fine, I'll pull the Gulf of Bothnia. That unit isn't helping me anyway. But by not covering London, now you're going to have to pull 2 units. And when you have to pull 2 units, you're going to die. And then, and this is the better thing, Russia will die. So despite keeping Russia alive a little bit longer, by letting them stay on 3 dots here, you've killed both of you.
Yeah. John, I'm going to say that counts as a rant.
What do you guys make of this? Budapest walks into Serbia.
Yeah, this is just Italy going, no. Chris Brand is like, hey, Turkey, I saw you take that step up there. No, you don't get to do that.
It's very curious, though, for if he were to do this willingly, given that these fleets, there's nothing moving here. But maybe this was a condition for Chris Brand. He said, I need another build.
You're picking up war, trying to get a build. Yeah, that's not. I'll buy
The
that.
Turk has written enough weird support orders that it tells me overall this time that is very intentional, and he is letting that happen.
I'm gonna look up what these are. That's very curious. They look like convoy orders to me. Goofy convoy orders.
No, I did see Tanya said earlier. No, the Turk just fucks around with support orders.
Okay, let us look at the builds here. An army. That was a little unexpected, actually.
From Italy?
Yeah, I would have thought of fleet.
Really?
If this was an agreed upon deal so that he can send units west.
No, it's agreed upon deal so that France can't roll to a solo, and it doesn't get too far out of balance, right?
Yeah, no, and Italy's got enough fleets. I think he and Turkey are good. He's got enough fleets to defend the Med. I think we're good.
They just wait until it's the 17 center France and then call it a day?
Oh, he's not getting to 17 center.
He's 100% getting to 16.
Well, yeah, I said not 17.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, there's 17 dots on that
All right,
side.
hang on, let me count it.
Everything on the to the west of the main stalemate line.
Yep.
But he's not going to get more than that unless these
see.
two boneheads start fighting.
Yeah, and that's in Italy, you'd think that they'd be able to figure that out.
I'm not convinced it's going to happen. Can it happen? Yes. Will it?
If you're France, don't you just be like, haha, Bohemia, Prussia, can I get across the line somewhere and get a rogue unit? Well, Italy.
All right, it's John Jamieson. You're right. And when you're going to do this, do it in the Scottish Rogue. Thank you very much.
There's no reason. France has no reason not to give it a shot.
Yep.
None whatsoever. Yeah, this is where Chris Brand was doing the triple bounce in Tyrrhenian Sea repeatedly and took Serbia here and dropped an army. I was surprised. I thought fleet. So let's see what happens here. We have got John Jamieson takes Liverpool, guaranteed by tapping York. But
Ariel
has
takes London back.
and John Jamieson decides to pull. I can only imagine that was an error. There did not seem to be any strategic reason for him to not retreat to Wales here.
I'm seeing John in the comments. I'm just gonna put my hand over it because I don't even want to see it. That seems like a terrible decision.
I also don't like. Sorry, John, we're going to pick on you for a little bit. I also don't like taking Liverpool from Irish. Or from North Atlantic. I'd rather see you take it from Irish here and keep leverage over the ability to get into Norwegian.
Absolutely.
Other noticeable thing here, though, is we have a breakout from Brand moving lots of units west.
Chris.
Followed up by Turkey. This is potentially concerning for Italy. We'll see if that matters.
Oh, Yaroslav, I have given many props to over the stream. I don't know you, but you have played beautifully.
Yep, this is a really nice Turkey. And I mean, look, honestly, there's a lot of possibility for a big result here from Turkey, depending on how messy.
I mean, I see this is essentially devolving down to a fit three-way.
Yeah, but I think we're a fit where everyone of FIT, their eyes get kind of big and say, oh, maybe if things break right. So let's see.
I don't know where Yaroslav is based, but I do know that Chris Brand and John Jamieson are on the West Coast with me, so it's only about 10 o'clock.
So they might have the energy and the stamina. All right, well, things don't go well for John Jamieson this turn. He loses Munich, has another unit picked, and does have 2 spots open for rebuilds. So, but only one. Only one will go.
Unit in London, so he was already down 1, but picked up Liverpool, so we'll call that even. Loses Munich.
And Chris Brand got another build in Italy here.
Loving it.
Gains position, but also has a Turkish fleet in Tyrrhenian Sea. I mean, this is not long-term sustainable. There's no shot for Italy unless he really.
I love Italy because, I mean, this position is amazing and it's Chris Brand, but oh God!
And he's gotten Turkey to move. I mean, look at this: 6 armies in Turkey north of Galicia and stuff. That's great.
Sure. Turkey, you've come at it a little too hard in another theater that is unnecessary, and we can talk about that. But Chris Brand is not going to stab for 1 on Turkey, which is all he can do.
Yeah. Now,
So-
let's see what happens. I don't see Chris stabbing here, but you never know.
So, okay, Turkey self-bounces in Bulgaria to try and avoid a potential stab. Chris moves even further away as Italy loves
Supports Turkey into Berlin here. And now has all 6 units.
Beautiful. Oh,
Very interesting. So John Jamieson's position seems to worsen a little bit with each turn here.
Crumbling by the moment, and as John Jamieson would understand, Ed Smith does not approve.
I wouldn't say it's crumbling yet, but it's it is degrading. Let's say, and here we get a further degrading with.
It's further degrading with the English move, and John is not responding particularly well.
And is this a brace here? How does it is a brace?
Appears to be a brace, but yeah, Munich goes to Kiel, Kiel goes to Munich.
Yeah, with Berlin support for Munich and Ruhr support for Kiel. And now this is a thing of beauty. The Turkish fleet into Gulf of Lyon now wrapped on all sides by Italian fleets. So now here's a case I think where Italy no longer has to worry for the moment.
Yeah, well, but they also do not border any Turkish dots, and Turkey doesn't border any of theirs. And
exactly,
Yaroslav and Chris, this is
Serbia, but he could. I mean, he's got the spare unit.
Yeah, I mean, Greece borders Serbia, but I mean,
all right,
if they're smart, they can figure that out.
And England gets a build in 1907.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, so now you got to start thinking, right? If you're Italy and Turkey, is how do we keep pressing without giving the other one an easy shot to a solo? And I mean, it's a balance here, but it's a precarious one.
It's a very precarious balance. I mean, I think they both put themselves into slightly awkward positions.
But equally awkward, right? They're both, and that's part of the thing that I think is making the alliance quasi-stable at this moment. So the question is, how long will that last? Turkey, Turkey always has the ability to come from behind.
I'm rooting for Yaroslav in Turkey here. I don't know you, and it's not that I don't like you, Chris Brand. Your reputation as Italy kind of needs to die.
I want to see the Turkish fleet end up in North Atlantic, or in an English dot. Sorry, Ariel.
Sorry, Ariel.
Ariel, getting a build and building a fleet. Congratulations, Ariel.
I have in my time seen a Turkish unit in an English dot, so it was a Turkish army that I convoyed there through a very weird series of events.
Very nice. All right, let's push forward here. We got 1908. Let's see. This game is spring 1909. You know what? This game. So we are close to catching up with this game. Let's leave it here, and we'll come back. But since we've looked at it, let's watch. Let's see exactly what happened here.
I mean, we can evaluate this one. We can get through this year, I think, if I'm reading your clock correctly.
Yeah, they're in spring of 09. We typically have been getting all the way up, but let's just do it. We just won't speculate too much about.
Okay. I mean, Turkey takes Marseille. I already saw that. Italy does a whole lot of nothing in the middle of the board. there is some distrust. Italy goes back to Serbia. Greece goes to Bulgaria. We got those cute little orders.
But it's a border, right? Nobody is I mean, now Italy it could conceivably threaten Romania, but
England takes Kiel. I mean, good on you, Ariel, for keeping the fight alive. You get back in the English Channel. You take
Ariel on board here. Ariel at this point except for Clyde not going to Liverpool. That would have been the
mistake. Always take the chance. If you were in this position, you've got nothing to lose.
What do you make of Russia? What do you make of Russia supporting Holland in the kill here?
I love it. Love it, Tanya.
Gill.
So, Tanya, what you needed to convince Ariel of, because you two are in the very weak positions on this board, is, okay, I'm going to support you into Kiel. Take it. It'll work. I promise you. Which it did. And Tanya, I'm going to give you credit for that move in convincing Ariel to take it. You also should have looked at the English mainland and told him to at least make a swing for Liverpool. I get that we're seeing the results of where it would have worked, but there was no
reason not. Unless he doesn't really want to eliminate France here, and this was because a unit needed to go. I mean, that's possible as well. I guess we'll see in the fall what the fall moves are. And indeed, he walks out of Kiel.
He walks out of Kiel. There's a bounce between. Oh, okay, yeah.
France gets in, but Italy gets an army in Ruhr, and this is no small thing.
Oh, that is huge.
That is no small thing. He now has a supported attack on Burgundy if he wants it. And yeah, the only problem for the IT here is that the fleet more an army. You have an army if you're trying to advance here.
I mean, there are so many complications here, but we do need to stop ourselves on this board, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you want to go for winter?
Oh, you know what? One thing we missed was Italy taking Greece with support.
Oh. So Smyrna supported Bulgaria to Greece, but Aegean supported Serbia to Greece.
That is very curious.
Yaroslav, you ain't pulling nobody.
He's not pulling one, but this means that Italy goes up to 10. Oh, well, Turkey was ahead. Actually, this makes a lot of sense, I think.
No, this actually makes a lot of sense. Yaroslav, the whole Smyrna, Bulgaria nonsense, not fooling nobody. Cute. I get that you had nothing else to do, but...
Very interesting, though. Be very curious to see how things work out here. Whether IT are, really going for a draw or or trying to set each other up for a possible stab. All right,
looking for an opening. So we're going to move on.
This is our army field in Liverpool, but Ariel has been coming back. This game should be going to a draw. Oh, except that Chris Brand got into her. Yeah.
No, that was what we were talking about and how he should be doing that, and then he did. So
builds Army Naples. Wow. Classic Chris Brand what the fuck move right there.
Okay, why not? I mean, looking at this board,
all that it does is it tells Turkey that he will not get anything by going to the Ionian without having the possibility of making Turkey nervous with a fleet that could itself go to the Ionian.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think the IT is strong here, and that's a very neutral move. Turkey it's just like, hey, okay, I had a build.
Yeah. Turkey can retake Greece anytime he wants here. So
anytime he wants, but I don't think he will.
I mean, why? Yeah, why would he need to at any point here? I love that this game is still going on.
Oh God, I have been so impressed with Yaroslav in Turkey and Chris Brand as always in Italy. You are, mwah,
So we
So
could be.
Turkey self-bounces in Greece.
Yeah, we could be looking at an exchange here of Greece for Marseille, which would make sense and get an army into forward position.
Yeah.
France gets into the Western Mediterranean. This is a mistake on.
That's okay.
I think if you're going to do this, NAF supports Tyrrhenian Sea to Western Mediterranean here. I don't think NAF to Mid-Atlantic is pointless.
Like, what did NAF to Mid-Atlantic achieve?
Nothing. It didn't. Yeah, it had no.
There's literally no.
I mean, I can see Western Med to Spain in order to try to prevent some coordinated attack on Marseille here, but
to Mid-Atlantic, it actually makes zero sense.
Yep. Anything else up here?
Dave Maletsky, Chris Brand can write orders. He just plays the bumbling idiot as he's needed to, which is how he has won a world championship. We should all learn.
All right, fall of 1910. We've got the army in Marseille being blown, which is a direct consequence of Western Mediterranean having been lost.
Yep.
Turkey takes Greece, which I'm sure was part of an agreed upon swap.
Turkey takes Greece, loses Marseille. Italy loses nothing.
Loses Greece.
Oh, loses Greece. So Italy is down one.
Right, and as the unit was piffed in Marseille, so that is. But he gets into Burgundy, which is no small thing, except that France gets a build here. If France were not getting this build, you'd be very happy to be Chris Brand in Burgundy right now. But this is a direct consequence of having lost Western Mediterranean. This is. I believe this game should be drawing, unless Turkey gets ideas.
Should be drawing very soon. Dave Maletsky, you can say he threw the World Championship the year before he won. He still won the World Championship.
Let's see. We do have another year, actually. They are finishing winter in 1910.
Oh, France builds 2.
Oh, France got 2? What do they have, a piff?
They must have.
Or maybe one in the bank?
I don't remember. Yeah, all I'm saying, Dave, is that you were on that top board and Chris won, not any of the rest of you. No, I love you. I don't want to talk about Haver. We're not.
He had Western Mediterranean piffed. Okay.
All right. Oh, yes. Okay. So there's a piff. So oh, God.
I mean, but yeah, Turkey, Italy's not getting anywhere here. And even if he gets back into Ruhr, he's not doing anything with that. So.
And Turkey's not in a position to stab Italy at all. This should be draw status.
Turkey waved a build here, eh?
They're sitting on 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, they have 10 on the board.
So what they gained? Oh, they lost Marseille.
Lost Marseille.
Yep. Okay. Even. All right. So spring 1910. Italy retakes Marseille. That was obvious. Why didn't we see that before? That was poor.
Yeah, no, that actually.
Yeah, he had 1, 2, 3 plus the tap on Spain.
That makes a ton of sense. Okay.
We're both getting tired. But still, I don't think he's getting any further than that. Or is Spain under threat here?
It's Chris Brand. Of course, he's getting farther than that.
No, I don't. They shouldn't be able to. Spain. Spain has a support of 3, not including Mid-Atlantic, and
I do love the convoy of Brest to Belgium by the English fleet of the French army.
Yeah, that is nice.
Just saying, that's cute. They've got their shit together.
England takes Helgoland.
No, England takes Kiel.
It's Kiel. Damn it! Yeah, from Helgoland. Thank you. That's a curious one right there.
Thank you, Tanya.
That's a curious play. Maybe they were hoping for a beleaguered garrison here or something like that.
No, I don't mind this. This is the last time I'm talking about Worlds 2016. I am never bringing that top board up with Nathan ever again in my life. And Peter tried to build in Serbia as Austria. Not going there. We're done with that. Okay, so
All right,
let's just
bouncing in Bulgaria. Let's see what happens in the fall. Oh no! France lets Italy back into Burgundy.
Oh my God! Why do people let Chris Brand do this shit?
This is not good for France. So okay, so there was a bit of a rope-a-dope here, an exchange of Holland for Kiel. In order to get this is all in order to get the English army onto the other side here.
I don't hate what they're doing necessarily. I hate it in terms of what is going on around them, and this. Oh God!
Losing Burgundy here is so damaging because now you've got Spain is now susceptible, and you have to cover Picardy.
Yeah, no.
If you're going to displace, so let's see. If you're going, you got to rebuild here. Ah, damn it with this.
No, this screams John Jamieson coming up with a cute plan for everyone to deal with the Italian problem and getting England and Russia on board with his France. And then, I'm sorry, John Jamieson, I love you so much. You know this, but
Right.
Why? You don't always think out the consequences.
No, it's not as bad as that because I'm sorry because there's a rebuild in Brest. No, I'm sorry. Because of the rebuild in Brest, it's not as bad as it seems.
Not terrible for John.
I mean, Spain should be a lost cause here, correct?
But we shall see. But I mean, he has literally everyone else. Oh my, Sean, it is Brandon's job to call people this, but John, you are a motherfucker. Like, wow. Okay.
I don't see the. Why are you calling John motherfucker here?
Oh.
I mean, he's organized. He and England together are organizing a resistance. They're going to get a line set up. It's going to be a little bit further on their side than it probably should be, but.
They're organizing a resistance, but I've seen setting up a stalemate with John Jamieson before, and it's never that. and he's got Tanya supporting things, and she is getting nothing. Like,
well, she's got nowhere to build. I mean, she's. I actually like what Tanya's done here. She has gotten herself behind the lines. I mean, she's not really. They can't really eliminate her. She's made herself essential.
Oh no, she is essential. But where's she going from here? And so that's the question.
She's just been hanging on by her fingernails, trying to survive to a draw.
I have been there, and girl, do not vote yourself out. I don't care how few centers you are on. You hold them here until forever and make them dig you out at the risk of giving something to Chris Brand.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that. I think this game is going on because Chris Brand keeps getting armies west of Switzerland, and he wants to see how far he can push this. And I don't blame him.
No, if I am Chris, I am pushing this as far as I possibly can. I am not over my skis. I am giving life advice. I am great at giving life advice.
Did somebody say you're over your skis? Did we did not see this turn yet, though. This isn't.
No, we did not see this turn.
So Chris Brand gets into Spain, but loses Burgundy, which was predictable. And sure. This should be it, right? There are three 3 fleets holding on to mid-Atlantic, and the only other thing they could do is somehow get an army into Spain and try to get up into Gascony, but we've got Paris and Ruhr.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of play here, but
I think there's a line set up here. I think this game should draw right now. I don't see where IT can break through from here.
Yeah, well, but it's Chris Brand. No, I'm kidding.
But look, if this build had done, we were talking about this, we didn't realize a rebuild here.
Yeah, that's right. That build made all the
army
difference.
squirts up in the pick. Either the army squirts up in the pick, or English has to cover it, in which case Mao becomes susceptible. So.